Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. This is episode 84. In the last episode, we pushed a couple of our Drecklets through the machine here to be glossies again, so we will finally have some passive plastic. On the subject of plastic, I had remembered that this thing here gives off steam when it runs. Steam is basically just plain water. That would have dripped down here and contaminated this oil, so we went ahead and slapped a filter on it. So now we are going to be quite sure that the only things coming into here is in fact crude oil. Any excess liquid, i.e. plain water, just got dumped back onto the brine line. Yeah, just kind of dumped back over here, so that will technically slightly slow that down, but I don't think it's going to happen enough for it to really matter. Meanwhile, we have a flight in progress. Bubbles is happily bashing out more data disks for us. We already have 50 apparently, which is a pretty good start. But I actually remembered to take her spacesuit off this time, so as far as I'm concerned, she can stay out there until either her stress gets too bad, or she runs out of like food or outhouse or something, but as far as I can tell, she should be okay there for a while, so we'll just have to check in on her once in a while. Okay, looks like you are basically done. Yeah, so we're continuing to clear this out. I'm going to go ahead and clear out this one as well. Might as well, because that way we get all this algae and slime and all that, so which we absolutely might as well have. Absolutely no reason not to. Because algae is always useful, because that's what runs your basic oxygen terrariums, which I'm sure I still have several of. Yeah, all over the place. They are, of course, not getting any water, because we don't have much actual real water at the moment, but that's the whole point. I've been trying to get this polluted water in here so our sieve can kick back on. So there is method to my madness, believe it or not. I guess we might as well have all that stuff too, right? Might as well. Sometimes there is method to my madness. But it's actually pretty impressive that breathability's been staying decent even with all those algae terrariums, because I bet they've been off for a while now because we've been out of water for quite some time. So it's kind of impressive that we've been lasting this long, just with oxys and deodorizers and that. It's quite good. I just get this distinct sense. Well, no, I guess you could still stand on this square and reach that one. So I'd say that somebody was about to fall in here. Now you're just going to make it unreachable. That's fine. That's fine. But until all this is done, I can't even really send anyone through to the asteroid, because we already saw in the last episode that means they don't take their spacesuit, because officially this is flooded. Which is not ideal, of course. Okay, that should open that up ever so slightly, and then we can start getting some of this liquid out. Glorious. And of course we rescued a little fishy from up there as well. For no reason other than because we could. And I think that's the best reason of all. Speaking of something we can do, is we can keep chipping away at this ice. Still a lot there. Keep chipping away at it. Check on bubbles. Stress is getting there. Outhouse is still fine, that's still fine, that's still fine. Yeah, it's going to be stress that's going to bring you back. But you can go a little bit longer. Anyway, I'll find something. Okay, I'm just going to grab some steel, always useful. Not super critical, just generally useful. And I think we all know what I'm doing. Because that's just a thing that I do. Why do I do this? I don't know. I just have this thing with yellow gas. I don't know why. It just bugs me more than anything else in the game does. I'm sure it's some kind of mental block on my part, but...
I do. I got the... What am I, nuts?
It's just a thing. And I guess the next thing we need to do is decide where the next tube is going to go. Because now that we have a decent amount of plastic, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be using it. There's no point coming over here, there's nothing in here anymore. I suppose if I clear that one square there, we'll get a teensy bit of this water out. Won't be much, but we might as well have it. What is that, just oxalate? Yeah, so there's no value there. I don't really ever need to come in here anymore because we have this being automated. So anything that comes back just goes on a rail, so there's no point in there. We already did the vaxilator. Yeah, I guess I really don't really even need another tube anywhere. Huh, okay. So this one here can govern this section nicely. I suppose I could put a tube up there just to, like as an extension of this one, just to make trips to the asteroid quicker, I suppose. And actually, I would want it on this side though to use the spacesuits. I don't know, maybe there's no point. Maybe I just put a fire pole in here just for getting back and call that close enough. Yeah, maybe that's all I'll do. We'll call that good enough. Alright, how you doing stress-wise, E? We're getting there. I think it might just be time to, as soon as you're done the one you're on here, we're going to put your suit back on. And we're going to send you back. There you go. Okay. I suppose the other thing I could do, I could put in an auto sweeper out here somewhere just for hauling the data banks back. That wouldn't be a terrible thing, right? Suppose I certainly could do that. They would still have to pull them off the rocket, but if they only have to drop them off here, I mean, that would be peanuts, right? In fact, I could just use this existing... Is this bin even doing anything? Oh yeah, that's my solid waste one. Right. In case that had actually worked for the radiation amounts, and I don't think it did. Yeah, no, it definitely is not working. Oh well. But yeah, if I was fairly clever, I could put in an auto sweeper somewhere. If it would fit in here, right? I suppose I could put it on this side. Might be a little easier to get at. Alright, we put an auto sweeper, we put in a little bin. Or we could just reuse this one, I suppose. As long as you allow data banks, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we'll get all the data banks into there. I'll just give you the priority to do that when this is ready. Right? And we'll bring an automation line. Not automation, a shipping line is what I was going for, but anyway. Right? We'll just bring a line straight across here. In fact, it can just join into one of these, right? No reason not to. Conveyor loader. I'll just have to set this to only pick up data banks. Well, I guess at this point it doesn't matter, right? This is all just junk we swept up from here anyway, right? So I guess it doesn't actually matter. You can actually just dump this here, and then these autoloaders can move it over, right? So I'll just dump you anywhere out here. Or just put you straight on this line and not even worry about that. Yeah, well, I'll just do that and make it even easier. Yeah, that totally works for me. That makes some sense. Because that will then dump all that stuff down here. Did I ever put a bin over here for data banks? I did, and you're super high priority. Perfect. So that means any stuff get from here, they will, I mean, they'll still have to do it manually, but they can run that across. That's peanuts. Because they'll just drop off it down here. Apparently somebody just dropped off an Atmos suit that way. That's exciting. So I think I have an extra one. Pretty sure. Not 100%, but I think so. Pipe blocked. Okay. Yeah, it sure is. Because this is so busy. Oh, good. How are you trapped? Are you trying to tell me you can't walk across here? Right. So tell me again how you think you're trapped. Why is it you don't think you can come onto this ladder and get out? I do have an extra suit, don't I? Is that the real problem? Yeah, that's the problem. Okay. Fair enough. I understand. I guess that's also quite convenient. That's going to automatically sweep all this garbage up for us as well. At least in this small area. It's not going to do much, but we might as well have it, right? Free labor is good labor. That sounded a little suspicious, didn't it? That sounded a little more suspicious than I was shooting for. Anyway, this should be just about done here. Which then means this one should be allowed to start going again. Can't be that much left here, right? Yeah, there's not too much there. Okay, printables. Not a clue what I'm after, but I'll find something. Okay, nothing really jumped out at me, so I'm just going to grab some asteroid food. Nothing really jumped out at me. Still not happy? Oh, I see you've decided that you can do this kind of, like... the way this game treats liquid on top of gases is just bizarre. It's funny, but it's bizarre. Alright, well why don't we then just do it that way, and then they can just drop the stuff off in one of the, I don't remember where I put the... I just left it up there, the polluted emptier. That'll be fine. It's a bit of a waste of labor, but I want that to finish so that this one can clear. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Actually, I guess we don't even have to do that bit. If they just do this little bit here, that will be sufficient. Building broken, you say? Oh, because it's so cold here, this is freezing and breaking. Right. Well, I don't think that can really be helped unless I put a heater here, and frankly I don't see a lot of point. I guess plan B is I just move the whole thing down somewhere further down here where it's a lot warmer. I guess that would be the other option, but... yeah, I don't know. I probably can't even... yeah, with nobody here I can't even do anything with it anyway, so... that will have to be a thing for another trip. Anyway, now that you are not really running so hard, you should be allowed to start running at least occasionally. Or at least a little bit? Maybe? No? We don't want to even a little. Okay. No, there you go. Just a teensy bit. Silliness. Okay. Have you made anything yet? I don't think you have. So still only about... oh no, so definitely some more oil has come in, just clearly not enough. Okay. So little slicksters are not doing much. And they appear to be gone already. They seriously already died off. I know it's like not great temperature for them, but it can't be that bad, right? And surely they haven't like escaped somewhere, right? These doors are always closed. Huh. Okay. Well then. I guess that's a thing. Because were they not 30 degrees? Or am I remembering wrong? Maybe I'm remembering wrong, which is very possible. Oh, it's 35. Whoopsies. Okay, so yes, I have been freezing them out because this is only 30. I guess it's 35 on this side, but they would have to want to be over here. Sorry, guys. Alright. I suppose I could put a heater down here temporarily. I wouldn't need it on for very long, but I suppose we could do that. As lame as that may be. Can't believe I'm putting a heater in. That is so sad. That is so very, very sad. But that will get this up over 35, I think, pretty quick. Although this maybe needs to be more insulated, because this section's really cool. That might be part of the problem. Okay, I can't just redo the airlocks. I have to rip them out and redo them properly. Okay. Because I think these red ones are better at temperature than these. Yeah, these are just pneumatic doors. They're not even really airlocks. So I think that will hold the temperature in a little bit better. I think so, anyway. It would make sense if they do. Yeah, this is already looking a bit better. The temperature in here, I think, should be pretty stable. Hovering around 17 degrees, yeah. Suppose I should, instead of just ripping this out, I could just put a sensor on it and automate it, right? I just do an ambient temperature. They not called temperature sensor? What is the proper? What are they called then? Thermosensor? Is that it? Yes. Alright, we just put a real simple little sensor right there. And that can decide whether or not the heater has to come on, right? That way I don't have to keep coming in here and turning it off and on as necessary. But it already looks like it should be fine. We're already into the 40s. Well, down here not so much, but either way. But I still can't believe I'm putting in a heater in a heat generating room. That is so sad. That is just silliness. Well, I have some iron. Not a lot, but I have some iron. There you go. Okay. Okay, so send a green if it is below... What should we shoot for? 50? 55? Let's say 50. That gives them a good 15-degree buffer. Yeah, this will be fine. There's individual bits that are a bit cooler, but I think they should be okay for the most part. But it does mean I have to get more slicksters. That's fine. Gives me something to grab out of the printing pod, something to actually aim for. Oh yeah, that's here. I can't do anything with that yet. So that's going to annoy me because I'm going to keep thinking that's something here and it's not. It really should, I think, give you some kind of indicator that that's on a different map. I mean, I guess it's good it even tells you when you're not on that map, but it still kind of sucks because you think you're having a problem here and you don't, you know? But anyway. You still not cleared all that? What are you waiting on? we are at least sieving now. We have enough here. So that part at least is good. We may have water someday yet. Anyway, printables. And yes, I'm going to be looking for slicksters, so I will be back. And we're back. This is the second time I got larva eggs. I accidentally clicked. The first time it had come up very early, and then I got to click many times to get back there. Not cool. Anyway, let's just go ahead and get you guys down here. And that will be fine. Again, I would like to be allowed to move all three of them at once if I get three of them at once. But apparently that's not a thing. Okay, there we go. But I did have, while I was going through that, a bit of a panic moment. At one point it offered me coal, and I don't have great vision, and the 6 looked a lot like a 0, and I thought, we better not be completely out of coal. But it was a 6, so it's fine. But it's not a great amount, but it's a whole lot better than 0. Oh yeah, I have nowhere to put this gas, because we're... Oh no, that should get there, right? Oh, we have too much carbon dioxide. Oh, okay. Because the carbon dioxide is not being sent anywhere. That's very interesting. Probably because it would overload this, right? Yeah. Or because at some point I broke some of this stuff. Well, apparently I've disconnected the stove. So that's exciting. Above and beyond that, though... Yeah, I don't think this line can support all of this. Yeah, even filtered like that, I still don't think it's going to be able to do it. Because this will always just be carbon dioxide and apparently a teensy bit of actual oxygen. But this line's already pretty close to full. I guess we can try to do this temporarily, but I think that's going to wreck this. Which in turn will wreck these, but let's at least try to clear some of this gas out. At least temporarily, anyway. That'll make this section a lot nicer. Hopefully, anyway. Do the next section of that. In fact, there's really not that much here. I could probably do this in one shot, probably. Yeah, there's not that much there. I think this will be okay to just to clear out. I think so. And if I'm wrong, well then we're gonna have a mess, but but we might as well have all this algae. And I guess the slime as well, that's much less important, but we might as well have all this algae. There you go. Okay, well, I think we're going to call things there for today, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. See ya.